Today's episode is how choosing hustle and effort is blocking you from achieving your deepest desires. Hello and welcome to the Successful, Sensitive and Intuitive Entrepreneur podcast. My name is Lydia Sophia Wilmsen and I am an intuitive success mentor for sensitive entrepreneurs. In this podcast, I speak about the challenges sensitive and intuitive entrepreneurs face. I offer you new perspectives and solutions, as well as experiences of other entrepreneurs. Plus, I speak about my personal experience of being a highly sensitive person who has successfully built and scaled 2 businesses. All of that with the goal to make you and your business even more successful in your very unique and authentic way. Have fun and enjoy. Today I want to take you with me on a little journey. So today I'm not telling you lots of stuff and everything you have to do. Today I really want you to ponder a little bit, basically from your own journey or from your own path. I have been talking a little bit more about energy and vibration lately, and I want to start with that today as well. And basically shine a little bit of light on the idea of hustle and effort and what energy is behind that. Because what I don't tell you to do, or what I wouldn't say, is that in general, hustle, meaning lots of work, is bad. It is always important with what energy you do lots of work. So if you're super excited and you just want to do all of that work and you don't want to stop, not because of achieving an outcome, but because you are so excited about the work, then I say hell yes to that, follow that. And if you want to work 24 hours. The main distinction is, do you do it for an outcome? Do you hustle and effort, do all this efforting in order to get somewhere? Then it usually comes from a place of attachment. It usually comes from a place of, I'm not okay with where I am right now. I want to be somewhere else. And it comes from a place of pressure and of constriction. And instead, if it comes from a place of, I am enjoying that so much. I love what I'm doing right now. I want to do more of that. And when it comes from a place of total detachment from the outcome, like you don't care about the result, you just care about the journey right now. And when it comes from a place of expansion and non-pressure, it's just basically utter bliss and joy and enjoyment. Then, I say go for it. So the distinction really is the underlying tone or the underlying energy of you hustling and efforting. And this is what the main culture is out there. It's not do it because you love it so much. No, it's not. The hustle world is not about get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because it's the most amazing time in the morning and it's so much freedom and so much joy and the air outside is beautiful. So go for a run then. This is, by the way, what I did for about a year, 5 years ago. I went for a run at 5 o'clock in the morning and I woke up without an alarm clock. It wasn't because you have to get up early and this is how you make millions. No, I love this fresh air. I love the watching the sun rise and all of that. And this is why I did it. And our hustle world is not about that. It's not about enjoy the moment and be blissfully happy while doing what you're doing. It is work hard to achieve something. And this is the big misconception of our times. So what I want to say with that, I'm not against hard work. I'm against hard work if it's connected with achievement and you don't see another way and you pressure yourself into doing that and actually you would love to do something else. Then I'm basically against it, or I'm not against it. You can do whatever you want, but then it's not going to lead you to your outcomes. It's going to lead to more things happening in your life that bring you more pressure, that bring you more resentment, that bring you more situations why you can't be happy in the present moment. This is why it is so detrimental and won't bring you your deepest desires, because it's not aligned with the energy of a deep desire. So if you think about what is one of your deepest desires, Might it be buying a house? Might it be owning a house? Might it be a different flat? Might it be more money in order to do what? To travel? Might it be a relationship? More ease and flow in your current relationship? More passion in your current relationship? Might it be doing something very different? Like right now you have your own business, but you would like to be more creative and just do different stuff the whole day. Like I'm enjoying gardening so much at the moment. And yeah, might it be that there are things you would love to do the whole day, but you have to go back to work and do work. So what are your deepest desires right now? What are they? And then check in with the energy behind that. So when I think about being a millionaire, when I think about slow travel and going to beautiful hidden places, and when I think about my business being like amazingly huge and having a beautiful team, and some of it is already a reality. And when I think about, working with high-level leaders around the world, when I think about this energy, what I am stepping into, there is no hustle. There is no effort. There is a deep alignment with the present moment. There is lots of inner peace. There is lots and lots of extreme inner power. Like whatever happens in my outside world, it doesn't touch me anymore. Because I come from such a deep place of inner power that whatever happens, I can shift it. So there is no fear anymore. I can deal with anything. So check in with yourself, whatever your desire is. A new big house somewhere in the countryside or somewhere like a loft in London. What is the energy around it? I guess it's an expansive energy. I guess it comes with, like, it brings a big smile on your face. And I guess it will bring you some kind of inner peace. Also, when you think about big sums of money coming into your life, I guess it's connected with relief. It's not connected with exhaustion. I guess you want to get away from exhaustion. I guess you want to get away from working your life or working yourself to pieces. I really think when you really go deeply into your core desires, that they come with a different energy. And if not, usually there are some limiting perspectives around that. Then we have to do deep inner work around the perspective and the thoughts you have about your current reality and that you have about your biggest desires and what is possible for you and what you can give yourself permission to. Usually, when you have gotten rid of the blockages and the resistance, there is just expansion there and excitement. And excitement comes from freedom. Excitement doesn't come from pressure of like, I have to do that. Excitement comes from, there is so much freedom and I have so much power to choose whatever I want to choose. That's a very different and distinct energy behind that. And then you have to understand the second piece. So you might even stop the podcast right now and really connect with the energy behind your core deepest desires, with what kind of values and what kind of energies they align. And then ask yourself, if you're now hustling and efforting, how in the world could this ever bring you the desires? Because when I speak about vibration and aligning with or becoming a vibrational match to what you desire, you have to tune into that frequency. And if you're not tuned into that frequency, you will never, ever bring that into your life. And if you now say that, but I brought this like relationship into my life, or I have this money now, I make this money now, ask yourself if it's really bringing you those feelings. Because you can manifest whatever relationship. And it can be beautiful on the one hand side, and it can also bring you lots of stress and lots of the opposite feelings of expansion. And the same with money. You can bring in so much money into your life. And it might be that it brings so much responsibility and like almost hardship into your life through the way you brought it into your business. It comes with like complex responsibilities. It comes with perhaps some struggles with other people. Like, what is the way you brought this into your life if you did already? And then know there is a different way. You might have brought lots of money into your life, but with that, you also brought even more struggle and hustle into your life. And this is not what we want. You want the underlying value or the underlying energy connected with your desires. And if you don't have that, your desire is not what you really deeply inside want. So if you're hustling and efforting, you will only ever bring more hustle and effort into your life. Even though it might come attached to a new car, a fancy new relationship, a fancy new house. But it will bring with it the same kind of energy. And this is why it's so important for you to understand, to really get rid of that energy in your life, because you will keep recreating it again and again and again. You can't outrun it. And the only way to shift it is to let go of hustle and effort and instead invite the other energies I mentioned. The energy of freedom, of expansion, of power, of excitement, of joy. And when you then still choose lots of work just because you freaking love the work, then all is good. Then we are not actually speaking about hustling and efforting anymore. You're not efforting anymore. You're just enjoying the heck out of what you're doing. So I hope this helps you to understand a little bit more why it's so detrimental to choose effort and hustle in the old paradigm, in the old culture we have here in the Western world. It will just bring you more of that. And you can't even think, like so many people make the mistake, they think, oh, I just keep on working hard right now and then in 10 years I'll be free and I can enjoy whatever I do. Does not work that way. You will keep creating scenarios in your life then in 10 years where you still have to work hard and where you still have this energy of pressure and hard work and lots of responsibility and exhaustion and being so tired and not being able to enjoy all of that, what you have in your life. You will still have that in your life. The only way you create those desires with those energies attached is through choosing those energies right now. And you can do that. And the main points I mentioned are align with the energy that you deeply inside desire and make this your focus right now. And detach from the outcome. It's not about the outcomes anymore because it's actually about the feelings you want to feel right now. It's not about the outcome. The outcome is not going to bring you the feeling. The feelings are going to bring you the outcome. That's the biggest misconception of our times. The feelings will bring you the outcome and not the other way around. And release the resistance against what is. Very often, this is also why people effort and hustle is because they are attached to an outcome. They want to get somewhere. And you have to understand you will never get anywhere. You will just create more of those feelings. And when you release this focus on, I need to get there, and rather focus on enjoying your life right now and accepting whatever is right now and finding the positive in that and finding the positive meaning in that, instead of putting negative meaning on it all the time, then is when you basically create heaven on earth. So in case you're struggling with money, because this is one of the biggest things, struggling with money or struggling with love or struggling with health, those are the three biggest issues humanity faces, basically. Those are the biggest things people have as their core issues. For you, number one, accept where you are. You need to come to a place where you love where you are right now and don't want it to change, basically. You need to come to such a deep surrender and acceptance of what is that basically you don't need it to change anymore because you create those feelings that you actually want from the inside out. And this is when things start accelerating. This is when things start shifting because you have let go of resistance. And resistance is the one thing that keeps you where you are. Resistance recreates that, what you don't want, basically. So releasing resistance, accepting where you are is step number one. Step number two, detaching from the outcome, not focusing on the outcome anymore, basically letting it slip from your imagination, not thinking about it anymore. Only when it brings you good feelings, when you think about the outcome and you can basically connect with the feelings, then it's okay, but not when you look at the outcome in order to I want to be there. I hate where I am right now. And number 3, connect with those feelings that you deep inside desire, what you really want to experience in your life, and start experiencing and focusing on those right now. And when you're very honest with yourself, you will understand that hustle and effort in the old way is basically a way of creating resistance, is basically a way of not accepting where you are. You are efforting in order to get somewhere else. And also, hustle and effort basically means you're not focusing on the good feelings. You're focusing on something in order to get somewhere, and usually it's not connected with good feelings. As I said, there are moments when you get up at 5 o'clock without an alarm clock because you freaking love the mornings, yes, that's okay. But if you get up at 5 o'clock or even 4 o'clock in the morning because someone out there told you so, you need to do that to become a millionaire, and you freaking hate it every morning, that's not the way to go. You have set yourself up towards a life of hating your current circumstances. This is the only thing you do. You're not being a millionaire. You're not becoming a millionaire. You're becoming a resentful, unhappy person. And the same with whatever you think you have to do in business. I had several of my clients being in this kind of, I need to push hard. I need to work hard. I feel guilty when I relax. I feel guilty when I don't do anything for business. And not because they were enjoying what they were doing right now. No, because of just this, I need to do this, otherwise I'm not doing enough. And this is really energy you need to drop. And then I reminded them, basically their homework was to take 2 weeks off from business and only do things that they were deeply inspired to do and they had so much fun of doing. And other than that, focusing on their vibration, focusing on enjoying themselves, focusing on having a freaking amazing time. And of course, you can't stop doing anything, say, I don't coach my clients anymore, or I'm not available, I'm just leaving everything here, because this will probably set you up with some loyalty and responsibility conflicts. However, you can always choose a bit more of what you want and release a little bit more of what you don't want. So if you are resentful in what you're doing in business right now, release a bit of that and do a bit more of what you freaking enjoy. I can spend hours out there just looking at my plants. And this is the best I can do for my business sometimes. Of course, enjoying my time, having the best time ever. And guess what? I get amazing inspiration when I do that. I get new ideas. I get, ideas with whom I want to work, to whom I want to outreach, what I want to do. And those are the ideas that bear the most fruit, funny enough, as I'm working with plants. So if this is something that excites you, if sports is something that excites you, if just going into nature is something that excites you, do more of that and release more of the energy of hustling and efforting. And if you're some of the people who say, actually, I do have to work hard, I have no idea to change that, really my whole business would collapse, everything would go down, then I urge you to reach out to me. You can find the link to book a call with me, a free 15-minute call with me, free 15-minute consultation with me in my show notes. So please do that, and I will help you find basically your limiting perspectives and what you can do right now to basically shift that and find more free time for yourself while your business can keep growing and keep expanding. Yeah, that's it for today. I send you so much love and so much joy and happiness and so much energy to do the fun things. And until the next episode. Did you like this podcast episode? Then I would be super, super grateful if you gave me a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Super helpful. And please subscribe to the podcast and share it with people who you know can benefit from it. You can find all links to my social media profiles, my website, and contact form in the show notes. And whenever you're ready to take a next step, and that means you want to live a life of more on all levels, then send me a message with where you want to go and what is keeping you where you are, what keeps you stuck at the moment. And then I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for listening, and until the next episode, much love to you, Lydia.